The Hohem iSteady V3 Ultra is the best smartphone gimbal I've ever used, and if you've been looking for a full-featured phone gimbal that will let you get incredible-looking shots while still being ultra compact, especially if you're doing professional work, like wedding content creation, for example, I think you're going to love this gimbal. Spoiler for how I feel about it out of the way, I want you to know this video is sponsored by Hohem. They have sent me the gimbal, they're paying me to make this video, and in it I'm going to be showing you the unique features and capabilities of this gimbal and telling you what I think about it. Side note, by the way, if you want to learn some of my biggest secrets for video editing, I would highly recommend checking out my edit videos like a pro guide. It's completely free and I will link to it down in the video description. Anyways, getting right into it and talking about this gimbal, like I said at the start of this video, every day I feel like it's becoming more and more socially acceptable to film things with your phone, even professional things like a wedding. A while ago, I challenged myself to film a wedding with an iPhone because the quality is really good. But what was the first thing that I thought to bring along? A gimbal, because a gimbal can take this device that we carry around in our pockets all day and dramatically extend its capabilities while also making it far more ergonomic to film with. Because let's be honest, holding a big rectangle of metal and glass is not ideal, and trying to keep it steady while moving around is also not ideal. You need to rig up your phone in some way, and the way that I prefer to do that is with a gimbal. And if you're looking for a gimbal that is not only incredibly full-featured, but also has some unique tricks that you're not going to find any other company doing, you really need to check out the Hohem iSteady V3 Ultra. So let's talk about what it can do and why you will love it like I do. Unbox the gimbal and you're going to immediately see that Hohem has been making gimbals for quite a while. It's really well built, it's comfortable to hold, and it has a lot of nice touches, like being able to be fully folded up while still having the smartphone holder and tracking module attached, which I cannot say for other gimbals from their competition. Personally though, I really love the tripod built into the bottom of the V3 Ultra. It slides right up into the base so it doesn't take up any space, but the feet are still quite long, which gives you a ton of stability. Whenever you put it down, you're not going to be worried about the thing falling over. Even though it's small, the feet are still really stable, which I really appreciate. But come on, the feet aren't what we're here to talk about, because I mentioned earlier, this gimbal has some features that I've never seen on any other gimbal, and that's what we really need to talk about. Up first, I want you to notice the screen. Yes, this gimbal has a nice little screen on it, and this screen is kind of nestled up here in the gimbal, but if you're wondering why it's nestled like that, it's by design, because one of the unique features of this gimbal is that this screen is detachable. Yes, it's so cool. It's held in by magnets. And if you want to remove it, all you have to do is just pull on the sides, pops right out, then you can slide it back in. Well, Matt, why would you want a detachable screen? Because this screen doubles as a remote control for this gimbal. So if you're trying to film yourself, which I find myself doing rather often, because I'll have my wife film me sometimes, but usually one of us is busy watching our children, so I can't always be like, just leave the kids over there, give them some food and water, help me film. She's gonna be like, no, they're kids, we have to watch them. And I agree. So I usually find myself needing to film myself alone, but this gimbal makes it dramatically easier because you can set it up, have it pointing the good camera on the back of the phone at you, because who wants to use the front camera? It's gross. But now there's an issue. You can't see yourself on the phone screen. Well, don't worry about it. Just detach the remote and see this little module right here on the side next to where you mount your phone. It has a camera built in, and whenever you detach the screen from the gimbal, you can swipe over and activate the camera, giving yourself a preview of what your phone is able to see so you can still film yourself. This is such a cool workaround. I think you're gonna love it if you film yourself often like I do. This remote has a pretty good range too of about 10 meters, which if you're further away than that, your phone may not even be able to see you anyway, so I think that's plenty. Plus, you can also change settings, use the joystick to adjust your framing and positioning, start and stop recording as well. It's really versatile. Speaking of versatility though, I don't want you to think that this little module with a camera attached to the gimbal is just able to be used for an image preview so you can frame yourself properly. No, it is dramatically more powerful than that. This camera actually enables a feature called the multimodal AI tracker, and with it you can track not only people but also animals like dogs, cats, snakes, or vehicles, motorcycles, cars, skateboards. So if you're trying to get a tracking shot, this gimbal can track it. Heck, it even has a custom touch to track mode that'll let you set a custom tracking zone to basically track anything. Here's how it works. You attach your phone, turn on the gimbal, and make sure the tracking module is facing you, which if you need to flip it around, it's easy to do. All you have to do is pinch the sides, flip it around, and it'll stick back in with magnets. So easy to do, makes it really easy to disconnect and reconnect. Then, while you're looking at the gimbal, you can give it the OK sign, which is going to activate the AI tracking, and the light on the tracker will turn green, indicating that it sees you. If you want to stop tracking, you'd hold up your hand with 5 fingers out, which will then stop it. But my favorite is that if you want to start or stop your camera recording, you give it the hang loose hand gesture, which really makes me feel like a surfer, even though I've never surfed in my life, but I really want to, even though the beaches in Texas suck. Regardless, it's really easy to start or stop tracking if you're filming yourself. And if you're filming someone else, it's even easier because you can literally just point the phone at them and press the trigger on the back of the gimbal once, which will automatically start tracking. If you need to tweak it, you can just use this joystick on the back to adjust it. Let me just say too, after having used this tracker for a while, you can tell that this isn't Hohem's first tracking rodeo, we'll call it that. They told me this is a technology they've been continuously improving for over 4 years now, and they're currently on the 8th generation of this tracking tech, and you can really tell. It's good at keeping you in the frame, it's smooth, it's reliable, and I have to say, as a professional, if you're filming a wedding and you wanted to say, track a bride as she walks, if you're not confident in your manual abilities to keep her in the frame, you could easily enable this AI tracker and it will do it for you as well. Last, but definitely not least for the tracking module, I want you to notice at the top of the gimbal here, it has these points that kind of look like a compass that say 360. And that's because not only is this gimbal going to give you very smooth footage while you're walking around, Hohem's very proud of a feature they call 360-degree infinite pan tracking, which essentially means that this gimbal is capable of tracking you in a complete circle, which in my experience, not every gimbal is capable of. So what you can do if you want a very unique shot in your video is you can put the gimbal on the ground and extend the arm from the base to make it longer, or attach it to a tripod because it has a mounting screw down here at the bottom, and then you can enable the AI tracking module and start to walk, and as you walk and talk around the gimbal, whenever you do this, the gimbal is going to be able to track you in a full 360 degrees of rotation. So you can start walking and just keep walking throughout your video around and around the gimbal, which can give your video a really unique look because the background will always be changing and can really help keep your audience's attention. Oh, and lastly, when it comes to this AI tracking module, there's a big piece of the module we haven't actually talked about yet, and that's because this also doubles as a color temperature changing fill light. So if you're filming yourself in a dark room, you can turn this on and get a bit of extra light on yourself and help reduce noise when you're filming, which is a nice touch. As I hope I've been able to show you in this video, the Hohem iSteady V3 Ultra is easily the best smartphone gimbal I've ever used, and with unique features like the detachable remote that lets you monitor and reframe yourself while you're recording, plus a very advanced AI tracking module that enables you to get shots that follow people, animals, and vehicles easier than ever before, I really do think you're going to love it. You can check it out, my link in the video description, and while you're down there, let me know what you think of this gimbal in the comments below. Remember, you can download my free edit videos like a pro guide too, which I know is going to help you be a better video editor. That's linked down below as well. Please like this video if you want to see more videos about filmmaking and video editing in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.